Alright, so I just took it for a test drive over to Chevron, filled it up, and unfortunately we are having the same issue. So it did die once on the way home again, and it was still idling pretty rough. So the fuel filter didn't do it. So the next step, what I'm gonna try to do is I disconnected my battery, and I'm gonna do an idle relearn. So to do an idle relearn, you disconnect your battery for 30 minutes, and then the next step is you turn on the ignition for 20 seconds. I'm sorry, I don't want to give you guys the wrong steps in the wrong order, so I'll just lay them out for you as I do them because I actually have to look them up. But it's a series of steps that you go through. The first step is to disconnect the battery for 30 minutes and just let the car sit. And basically you're gonna go through a series of steps after that to reset the idle. Hopefully that will get it to idle right. After that, we'll do an oil change, keep going through the motions, and hopefully we can discover this gremlin and fix it. Let's keep going. So I got my battery reconnected. Now I'm on to the next step, which is gonna be, I'm basically going to put the key in the ignition and turn it in the on position without turning on the engine. Let it sit for 15 seconds, and then I'm gonna turn the car on and let it idle for 10 minutes. So now I'm gonna wait 15 seconds.
A few moments later.
All right, it's been long enough. Now I'm gonna start it up and let it idle for 10 minutes. Alrighty, now that the car has been running for 10 minutes, I haven't used any of the external power sources. I didn't even open the door or get out because I didn't want to use any power at all. I'm gonna turn it off for 20 seconds, then turn it back on and repeat the same process for another 5 minutes. So count to 20. All right, so now you're gonna turn it back in the on position and wait another 15 seconds. Now start the car. Well, that was a rough start. Barely wanted to start right there. And let it idle for another 5 minutes. All right, now that the car's been running for another 5 minutes, it actually sounds like it's idling pretty nice. I'm gonna turn it off and let it rest for 20 seconds, then start it back up and take it for a drive and see if it made a difference. Well guys, the test drive is going terribly. Let me see if I can get it to do it right here. Oh, it almost died. Stayed alive that time. Let me see if I can get it to do it for you guys. Hopefully one of you guys might have some advice for me. It's only when I'm coming to a dead stop. So I'm not sure if that means anything. But yeah, if you guys know, please let me know. Let's see if it does it coming up to this one up here. It's done it the last few, so. Feels like the issue's getting worse. I'm kind of running out of ideas. I feel like I gotta get back to the drawing board. It stayed alive that time. But it sounds like it's idling real rough. I'm not too sure on what to do at this point. I'm gonna let the car cool off and change the oil. Call it a day. Yeah, if you guys have any idea what it could be, please let me know in the comments. I appreciate, oh, look, it just did it. I'm coming up to a red light and it literally just died on me. Let's see, watch this. Whenever it dies, it just starts right back up. And it seems like it wants to die again for a second, and then it will kind of balance out. I don't really know what to do next, guys. If you guys have any ideas, please put it in the comments. I really appreciate you guys' help and support. I know I'm gonna figure this out. It's gonna take me some time. I might need a mechanic to diagnose the problem, but we will fix the Subie. We will be back with more videos. We still gotta put that wing on. What's up guys, good morning. Coming back to you with day 2 of trying to fix this idle. So first thing this morning, I took off my idle air control valve. It's right there, it's very simple. You just gotta pop off this connector, you pull up on here and then just slides right out. and then it's 2 screws that hold it in, and it comes right off. Let me show you guys. It's right over here. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like from the top. It'll be sitting like this in there with this sensor on it. So it'll be like kind of like set up like this with the sensor on there. So yeah, and then it's 2 screws to pull the sensor off as well. Those screws were weird though. They were like, I'll show you guys them. See, they're like, I don't know if the camera will focus on it or not. Well, I can't get the camera to focus on it, but basically it's like a 5-star. Like it's like a star hex, but it's 5 instead of 6, like how they usually are. You can kind of see it right here. So what I used is I used this tool, and I actually just got it right around the screw and clamped it down tight and was able to turn it off. It's a real handy tool to have. It's like a Loctite grip. So from Milwaukee, I really like this thing a lot. So yeah, I got this thing off. Basically the problem that I'm noticing right off the bat is that this should spin freely, and it's having a lot of resistance. It doesn't want to spin and it keeps stopping. So I'm gonna get up in here and clean it all out and see if that makes a difference. Alrighty guys, so I just got done cleaning out the idle air control valve. As you can see, it looks a lot cleaner in there, and I also cleaned up the surface so the gasket seat's nice. Let me show you guys how much better it spins just right off the bat. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do this one-handed. There we go, now it's in focus. See, this shaft is spinning freely now, which is what we want. That's gonna, if it's not spinning freely like how it wasn't when I pulled it off, it's gonna cause problems with the idle. It's gonna cause your idle to be lumpy and your car to want to die. So hopefully this fixes the problem. Let's put it on and see if it helps. So now that the idle air control valve is back together, I taped it off, and I'm gonna hit it with a wire wheel just to clean it up so the outside looks nice, so it matches our nice clean intake manifold. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. So yeah, so it'll match that, be nice and cleaned up. I'm gonna do that right now. Alrighty guys, I just finished wire wheeling my little wire wheel, my drill. Looks a lot better than it did before. You know, nothing perfect, but still looks better. Alright guys, so we're back. It's a few days later. It's after Christmas. I hope you guys had a good Christmas. Finally got the gasket for the idle air control valve. The old gasket looked okay, but it actually expanded a little bit because that area gets pretty hot, so it wasn't going to work. Now that I got that new gasket, I'm gonna put the idle air control valve back on, and let's see if that fixes the problem. Alright, so I just started up the car. Seems to be idling good. I'm gonna let it get back up to temperature. Idle air control valve back on there, looking all clean. Plug back in the sensor. It sounds pretty good. So once it gets to temperature, we'll see. But hopefully we're good. So we took the test drive. Just got back from work. Sorry I didn't get to take you guys along. I had to take the car to work. I had to rush to work. But the car ran great. It's idling good. It's not dying anymore. So I think fixing the idle air control valve really helped. I would definitely recommend cleaning that out if you guys are having idle issues. Thank you so much for watching this idle series. If you're not already, please subscribe and like this video. You know, share it with your friends. Put something in the comments for me and let me know what you guys want to see next. As always, remember, what your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. Peace out.